showers and storms as we run into the end of the weekend, especially by later in the day on Sunday. But notice some warmth building through the plain states in the central United States. 59 in Bismarck, North Dakota is much milder than what we're dealing with this morning. But some of that warmth heads in our direction after a 70 today. And again, slight chance of a sprinkle tonight. We're quickly turning partly sunny tomorrow and highs up near 80 degrees. Still warm in the mid 70s on Sunday, but with a chance of showers and storms, especially later in the day. And then Monday will dry out at 75 degrees. Tuesday brings in another chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder too by Tuesday night, and with some lingering showers Wednesday and some cloud cover. Notice temperatures take a little dip back into the middle 60s as we get into the middle of next week. But boy, better part of the next couple of afternoons, Stefan, looking really nice, especially if you like the warmth. That high near 80 tomorrow. Have us reaching for maybe the AC by the afternoon. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you. More states taking steps toward reopening during the COVID-19 outbreak. While some Americans applaud these moves, others are concerned about the virus spreading even further. John Lawrence has a story.
There's a chance the U.S. will have a COVID-19 vaccine by January.
That's an assumption that it's going to be safe, that it's going to be effective, and that we're going to be able to do it quickly. I think each of those are not only feasible, but maybe likely.
While top infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci is optimistic, he admits that target date isn't set in stone.
I've been involved in vaccine work for decades. Not every vaccine that we went after worked.
Vaccine development is usually measured in years, not months.
You know, it's like running the quarter mile. You want to run faster, but you have to run the whole quarter mile. You certainly don't want to put an unsafe or an ineffective vaccine out to the populace.
The research continues as more than half of the United States start to partially reopen.
Discretion is given to the governors. They know their states. The mayors know their cities. So you want to give them a little wiggle room. But my recommendation is, don't wiggle too much.
While the reopening process will likely help the struggling U.S. economy start to rebound from the pandemic, some say doing so too soon may lead to problems.
Because people are going to go back to more association in some places in the country, it's very likely that there'll be future peaks as well.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. Federal social distancing guidelines expired last night at midnight. In other news back here at home, right now police are looking for a driver involved in a deadly hit and run near Shawnee Park. It happened around 9:30 last night on 41st Street near Broadway. Investigators say a man was hit and dragged several feet by the vehicle. The victim's name has not been released so far this morning. Anyone who has information about the driver or the type of vehicle involved should call police. A Louisville man is charged with murder for a deadly crash in eastern Jefferson County. Police say Terrence Hearn was driving drunk when he hit a motorcyclist late Tuesday night there on Balladville Road. The rider, Troy Eberens, died there at the scene, and a passenger in Hearn's SUV was hurt. Arrest records show the 55-year-old was 3 times over the legal limit. In addition to murder, he is also charged with assault and operating a motor vehicle under the influence. Well, nearly a year after a deadly explosion in Jeffersonville, a house next door has been demolished. The blast in May of last year leveled the house and severely damaged nearly a dozen other homes in the area. A second house is in the process of being demolished also. Utility company Vectren claims the explosion was caused by a gas buildup inside a house that was owned by William and Janet Phillips. William was killed in the explosion while Janet was severely hurt. It is coming up on 5/16 this Friday. The former chief of the Georgetown, Indiana Police Department faces a felony charge of official misconduct. Dennis Kunkel had been on administrative leave with pay since the state police investigation was announced back in September. It found more than $8,000 in towing fees were not deposited in the town clerk treasurer, town clerk treasurer, I should say. An attorney for the town council says Kunkel resigned last Friday. Police say a summons will be issued for an initial hearing. Officer Travis Spees will remain as the acting chief of police. Well, a $300 million project at Churchill Downs is put on hold. Churchill Downs announced last year the plan to build a 7-story hotel with 156 rooms and adding 1,000 historical racing machines. But our news gathering partners at Louisville Business First say the company now wants to see the full economic impact of the pandemic. Work might not restart until after next year's Derby. It is 5/16 now. This would normally be Oaks Day, a day of celebrating survivors. Our Alex Durham is honoring that tradition, and we'll introduce a survivor up next.
Yeah, and it would have been a beautiful Oaks Day. We have dry conditions. Skies have been clearing overnight while it's chilly to start with temperatures in the 30s and 40s this morning. We're going to see climbs towards the 70-degree mark by the afternoon. We are not going to be rain-free, though, as we head into the weekend. I'll tell you when we'll see some shower and storm chances on Super Doppler radar coming up.
Hey there, welcome back. It is 5:20 on this final day, or first day. Yeah, first day of May. See what April does to you. It's a beautiful forecast in store. Let's check in with Matt now. Matt, a little bit of a chilly start, a little bit of a jacket if you're going to be heading out early, but when that sun starts to rise, it's going to warm up.
Stefan, with the date, don't worry. A lot of people think it's like March 57.
In 2085.
It's okay sometimes. Feels a little weird lately with the days kind of getting all meshed together. But hopefully you are finding this Friday, May 1st morning to be pleasant as we clear the skies. A little chilly out there at 47 degrees. West and northwest breeze at 9 miles per hour makes it feel like 43. Check out a couple of 30s on the board in Huntingburg and Paoli at 39, 41 along the Western Kentucky Parkway from E-Town down to Litchfield. To our western communities, a little bit chillier than off to the east. You're still hanging on to some mid-40s in Frankfort, but all of these numbers may still drop another degree or two before we start to get the sun up and warm quickly, and we'll spend much of the day under mostly sunny skies. The clouds, the light showers from yesterday off towards the east. Our next system off to the north and west. Well, we've got a nice gap of dry weather in between here for your Friday afternoon with highs at a dry, warmer 70 degrees. So big change from yesterday. Not as breezy, but we'll have a little bit of a west and northwest wind around 5 to 15 through the day. As we look at the forecast for tonight, clouds on the increase. Maybe a stray sprinkle. I'm only talking about 10 to 20% on the rain chances, and that's going to occur mainly while you're sleeping tonight. So not a big impact weather as we head into tonight. overnight, 56 degrees for a low. Won't be as chilly as this morning. High pressure in control up to our north. That is going to dry out our atmosphere for today. You see the little system with some clouds and showers heading in our direction for tonight. This is going to be enhanced as we head over into the weekend and over our area with a better chance of showers and storms heading our way by Sunday. Also notice the temperature differences. A little pocket of cool air even down to the 40s in Atlanta, Georgia, 50s in Jacksonville, Florida there along the Atlantic coast. So a little bit of that cool air has made it all the way down into the deep south, but the warmer temperatures out to the west will quickly be replacing any sign of cooler air as we're not only 70 today, but 80 tomorrow. As we move into your Sunday, we'll dodge shower and storm chances, especially later in the day. Could see a couple of showers try to sneak out ahead of that, but it's not a washout with a high near 75. 75 again on Monday as we briefly dry out before our next system moves in with some shower activity Tuesday and Wednesday, and temperatures trending a little cooler back into the 60s by the middle and later portions of next week. All right, 5:22 now on the clock. Steph Onelson, back to you in the news.
All right, Matt, thank you. It is coming up on 5:23 now. Essential workers will strike nationwide today to demand safer conditions during the coronavirus outbreak. Organizers say employees from Amazon, Whole Foods, Target, and even FedEx have become the unexpected frontline workers of the pandemic. Workers will walk off the job or call out sick to demand unpaid time off work, hazard pay, sick leave, protection gear, and cleaning supplies. Well, Macy's will start reopening stores as early as next week. We're being told that the retailer announced plans to open 68 stores on a limited basis starting Monday. The CEO says they will start with stores in states that are easing coronavirus social distancing restrictions like Georgia. The stores will have limited hours. All 775 Macy's stores could be up and running in the next 6 weeks. And CBS kicks off a Sunday blockbuster movie night this weekend with Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Over the next few weeks in May, Sunday movie night will feature Forrest Gump, Titanic, and Mission Impossible. Well, Kentucky Oaks Day isn't just a day for racing, but a day to honor cancer survivors with a parade around the track. Even though these events have been pushed to September, our Alex Durham joins us live with some of the participants who were supposed to walk today. Alex, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, this is a really special event for many survivors. And right now, I actually have Deborah Adams. Hi, good morning, Deborah.
Good morning.
Oh, you look so fabulous in your pink. So today was supposed to be the day that you were supposed to walk in the Kentucky Oak Survivor Parade. And I know that you're, upset, but you still get to do it in the fall. So will you tell me a little bit about your cancer journey really quickly?
It's a surprise for me. I'd gone to get my usual mammogram, and they had taken like 4 pictures of one and like 17 of the other. So surprise. Long story short, they caught it early enough that it wasn't so bad.
Deborah, you're really positive. I have to say, you told me that you deliberately don't remember the day that you were diagnosed. Why is that?
I chose not to. I know a lot of people who have had and do have breast cancer and other cancers. And when they hit that milestone, they'll sit and they'll lament the day with, oh, that was the worst day of my life. It was the darkest day. And I don't want to hold any day like that. I don't want to think of a darkest day or a worst day. I wish I could say breast cancer is one of the worst things that ever happened, but no, you just get through it.
You are so positive, and I'm sure that that's the exact attitude that all of us need, especially right now. We're not going through anything like you have. So listen, you have to tell me, you've walked before, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it like?
I did.
Tell me about the atmosphere.
And a lot.
Tell me about the atmosphere, like when you're walking.
Oh, it's incredible. You're with people who have been through this or are going through it. It's an amazing army of survivors. A friend of mine told me it's the club that no one ever wants to be in. And that's exactly it. You're with these surviving people, and they're strong and they're brave and they've got these amazing attitudes. And it's really humbling, actually.
Yeah.
And then when you,
Deborah, you're definitely one of those inspiring, strong, powerful people that you just described that you will be walking with. 146 of you, September 4th. That's when the Kentucky Oaks Survivors Parade is finally going to happen. And although Deborah has done this before, I know that it's just as special to her to be able to do it again coming in the fall.